Good morning, class. Today we are doing a very inspiring chapter called Nelson Mandela, A Long Walk to Freedom. People of South Africa, especially the blacks, suffered and were alienated because of the apartheid rule. They were deprived of the civil rights. Mr. Mandela became the South Africa's first black president after more than 3 centuries of white rule. African National Congress won 252 out of 400 seats in the first democratic elections that was held in the history of South Africa. In his inaugural service held in Pretoria, Mr. Mandela said, "Never, never again will this beautiful land experience the oppression of one by another." More than a million South African people of all races celebrated and danced on that occasion. Apart from Mr. Mandela as the president, 2 more people were sworn as deputy president. In his speech, Mr. Mandela expressed his joy over the newborn liberty of South Africa. It was followed by a spectacular display of military might to celebrate the occasion. In an extraordinary way, both the new as well as the old national anthem was sung together by all the blacks and the white people who assembled to celebrate the occasion. The historic occasion brought an end to a cruel racial discrimination that prevailed in South Africa. Rights and freedom of all people were recognized regardless the color of their skin. For the leaders who fought for the racial discrimination, for racial freedom, it was an emotional time as apartheid created a deep and lasting wound for South Africa, and they realized that it will take many years for them to recover from that profound hurt. Mr. Mandela also expressed how the struggle during his fight against apartheid made him learn the meaning of courage. He saw many people bear pain and torture and even grew up their lives in that struggle. Mr. Mandela also expressed a lens as to how he committed his life to the freedom struggle against apartheid and how he joined African National Congress as to how his own hunger for freedom became greater hunger for freedom of his people. He narrated so beautifully and explained how a person who takes another person's freedom is a prisoner of hatred. And in his autobiography, Nelson Mandela has mentioned and suggested liberty for the oppressor as well as the oppressed. Not many times the world will witness a leader so great as Nelson Mandela, a man of such wisdom, man of such character. His thoughts, his heart went out not only for the oppressed, that is his own people, the people who belonged to his own race, but also the white, the ones who were oppressing. He understood the hatred that filled them. He understood the kind of pain that they were going through as well. He understood completely that it was a lot of pain that both the oppressor and the oppressed have been through over these 300 years of the white rule in South Africa. The celebration of the installation of the non-racial government was a victory in all sense of words. Thank you, class.